Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars week 108, day 1. So today, Guild War of course. We also got the faction of the Hellgate, so we'll be making sure to go and poke at that for the 2 orbs and a Volkey. And of course we still got these crowns going on all week, so we do still have to go and poke at those, but those will be ending soon. And if you already have all the rewards, you can technically just stop. I like in those little extra ones. Hey, there's an orb there. But that's pretty much the game plan. Start with Guild War. We do have green Guild War today. We didn't actually mess with our offensive team last night. We were retweaking a lot of our defense teams. However, with that being said, I think our defense team is currently at 0 wins. It happens, though. It happens to them. I know a lot of times, even if we set, like, the meta of metas, it just gets wiped sometimes. Though it's interesting to see that some people in our guild are stopping quite a few. As we have only been fought, I believe, 14 times as of last checking. But anyways, as far as guild wars, of course we still have the ward event. We'll probably mostly do that tomorrow night though. But anyways, so yeah, the Forest Troll, we switched from double empower into single power and put cleanse in there. But apparently, the single power doesn't want to get its alignment, as it is not getting those wins. But we'll see how tomorrow's go. It's a pretty standard life and death weaver. We did drop the Empower for Wild Fang, mostly for initial pressure. But it should be able to get its mana without too much time. And then all the other builds, so we ended up tweaking the other night. Anyways, we are Paragon this week, so we do have a lot of extra stats, not just because of about tier 5, but also everyone else giving us additional stats, which is pretty beneficial. And who knows, maybe we can go perfect streak again this week. So we are currently using not that team. We are currently using this one, and I'm not sure we need many tweaks. Essence of Evil is pretty good at countering anything we need. We have Beatrix, so if we don't get hit by stun on it, we'll be able to get cleansed on everything else. We have ourselves the good old Weaver for the cleanup, which will be pretty good for getting rid of that hero there. And he does have double empower, as you'd kind of expect from almost every defend team. He's running red to blue and yellow to blue, which is interesting. They're both going into a double color to feed into Piskia. So the whole premise is get Piskia going and then win. One slight flaw of that build, though, however, is if we use Essence of Evil on it, we already won. So all we have to do is just get Essence of Evil off and we win. So, of course, if that happens, we'll be good to go. If not, then this might be a bit of a sketchy battle. But, oh no, let's go see. Is indeed Green Day, just double checking. Check all the locations. Of course, on other platforms, it might be different. PC Mobile, it's green. For whatever reason, it's like different on consoles. Let's see. We still have 3 more people. 3 more people does mean we're actually behind this week. That means we're about 4-ish thousand or so. 3, 4, 5,000 below them. As far as our overall score. Let's see. Are they number 1 on bracket right now? Who are we up against? We're up against Rockstar. Okay, so they're currently 2nd, almost 1st. So yeah. That means we're about right here then. Once we get our battles in. As those 2 probably are a little ahead of our guild. Anyways, let's go do it. Don't think we need to tweak anything else. And we should be good to go. Anyways, Green Guild War Day. So, hello everyone! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Roman. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Jason. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Ricardo. Hello, Lester. Hello, Nightmare. Hello, Gimli. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Winnie. Hello, Jonian. Hello, Supernova. Hello, Demidora. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright, so right off the bat, we want to double check what his empowers are. Red to blue. Oh, wait. Ooh. Oh, yeah, wait. We're actually fine with that. So let's take this first. Because we kind of have to remove these from the board. And then see what the board state is after that. Alright, so we got 1 disable on it. Technically 2, but it had some immunities to some. Red to blue still does nothing, though that's kind of scary after. Yellow to blue, very scary right now. We can deny it to give him a little bit of mana. And I think that's what we do. A vertical yellow. Alternatively, we can just click Leprechaun right now. That is starting to give us Leprechaun. However, we actually don't care if we get Leprechaun. We're mostly looking to get green mana right now. He's a lot of mana away. He's also converting something he doesn't really use much. Yeah, yellow to blue. Once doing that, he just gets the 1 vertical there. Let's see, gets a really lucky Cascade here or over there. Red to blue, we actually want him to do actively. So as long as we don't get too unlucky here, we should be okay. I do want to take it vertically, otherwise that's going to give him the little extra turn there. So we will do that. We don't get unlucky there. Oh, wait. That's still extra turn? Wait, did he Cascade that 2 extra turn? Luckily, this thing has like a 0% chance to ever devour, so we're fine. His biggest threat has The incapability of devouring us. Okay, we are frozen on that. Which is scary because he does have that big convert there. Of which we cannot stop. Because I can't leprechaun it. Where was the extra turn there that I did not see? Was that really from Cascade? I wanted to think that it was. Okay, I can get a disable down on this. This isn't going to stop every option he has, but there isn't any way to do so. So we'll do that. He gets a lot of mana. He did not cast, though. Unfortunately, there's still no way to deny it over here. I could always go Weaver. Going vertical doesn't fix anything. Oh, does going down here fix it? No. There's still enough that he gets extra turn there. Because I can't take it down for him to stop it. I can't take it, I can't take it this way. I can make it a 4 times instead of a 5 times, though, which drastically reduces how much he'll actually get from it. Which might actually be worthwhile. But the problem with that is he's probably going to do it into another extra turn and get so much mana anyways. So I'm not sure that's the way we go. Because we can't really cast Leprechaun here. Did they really get blue-red from Sky? That's unfortunate. Of course. I didn't see it in all the action. Oh, wait. We can actually take purple extra turn. Let me take this. This then allows us to cast Beatrix, but we auto lose our turn unless it hits on brown. But it might shuffle enough colors around that it works. So let's go for it. It did not hit anywhere near where we needed it to. Though we got cleansed on that, so that's huge. If we could take an extra turn somehow, we can save it. We can also just Leprechaun, but we'd have to Leprechaun an extra turn somewheres. That or just take one from the board. I could try one vertically here for brown. That's not going to be worth it. We could try one... Oh, no, we can't even try vertical there. Yeah, I think we'll just go for Leprechaun. Weaver is not within kill range, which is a little unfortunate. So we'll just go for the explosion there. We do indeed land the extra turn, and that's pretty much match, as long as this doesn't miss. Just don't miss. Good job. And then we just Weaver. And then we just Weaver again. And then we just Weaver again. Unfortunately, we weren't able to do the throw Essence of Evil on first slot to auto-win. But we can do that now, because he has no other option. We just simply Essence of Evil his first slot. And he has no option left. Well, I guess he still has Hero Ally, but... Oh, no! We got the 10%! That actually made it bad for once. Actually, a lot of times that tends to happen. Where getting the Toad 10% is actually bad on that weapon. If there was a way to disable traits, you would actually normally want to disable that perk. But unfortunately, there is no functionality to do so. And they mentioned in the past they are likely to never add such a functionality. But it would be very useful. Watch it happen 2 times in a row. I sure hope not. No! Oh, no. We just rolled 2 10% in a row. It is 10%, right? Keep going. Did we really just roll 2 10% in a row? Keep going. Any second now. There it is. 10% chance to transform them into a toad. Twice in a row. How unfortunate. Because he'd be dead right now if that didn't happen. Actually, he'd already be dead if that didn't happen twice. And he'd already be dead even if that only happened once. But happened twice, so he's still not dead yet. What do I even need here? I need green, but there's no way to take green. I need green or blue. Or skull. Or literally any ways that damages pressure in any way, shape, or form. So we'll just take mana. Cast a Leprechaun. Hope it works out. Get a little bit there. Yeah, she's going to take so many more turns now. Very unfortunate. Watch it happen a 3rd time. Am I even going to cast it? I'm concerned to even click the cast button on that thing. Because what if it actually does happen a 3rd time? Like, statistically, like, that's not going to happen. But there's a non-zero chance. There we go, finally. Only 2 transforms in a row. No 3rd for you. Only slight issue with this is Weaver enough? 50% of 73. Yeah, that's enough damage, barely. There we go. Oh, there we go. That was a weird fight, but win nonetheless. Alright, next, we actually have a team that, I was running this combo before, but we end up changing it out. Interesting, go for the Emerald Dragon. But of course, the Moonsinger, Malsadessa combo, pretty popular for this day. And they both feed into green, which feeds into Green Book, and then you normally have one other option. We did a little bit different on the other one by also putting Forest Troll on the team, instead of the second Empower this time around. But main thing we just have to do is deal with Book. Almost nothing else is really much of a threat. Obviously, the Emerald Dragon can be. But as long as we make sure we do Essence of Evil and Book first, we're pretty much just good to go. Like Emerald Dragon, casting once isn't too big a deal. We ideally don't want it to cast at all. But a singular cast from it isn't really going to do anything. Actually, potentially even double cast doesn't actually do enough damage. Because realistically, it's hitting like, what? Maybe a little under 100? A little under 100 or even 100 does not two-shot us. You could do that twice and we're still not dead yet. It's more so Book that becomes the issue. But he's not running stealthy, so we could just directly go for it and be good to go. It's also kind of funny. We're both running a pretty heavy green team. But it tends to happen because of all the books. Hello, Chris. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Nick. Hello, Weenie. Hope that's hello, too. Hello, Daddy Shark. Hello, Logic Slayer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so right off the bats, let's get rid of our freeze. Let's go take a little bit of green, take a little bit of purple, take a little bit of purple, take a little bit of green. Wait, do we have +2 green? We should, right? It doesn't even matter because we have it over there. Perfect. Okay. I need you to not miss. Ooh, you missed! You missed! You did the miss! No! Luckily you're frozen, so it doesn't matter as much. Okay, I need you to not miss this time. Good, good. Barely. Okay, I need you to not miss this time. Good, good. No, you didn't! No, wait! Should've just went for the safer route. No! I should've went for the safe route. We could've just Essence of Evil'd it directly. Should I go for the safe route, or should we keep risking it? Oh, we're gonna risk it. We came this far risking it. Did we just fail again? Weaver, Beatrix, why don't you ever land? We could have played this so safely. Alright, let's try this again. Weaver, will you hit? Round 3. You know what? I'm not risking it. Essence of Evil, go. We're not taking the slightest chance. Actually, I could have went for purple there first, but it doesn't matter. And now we go for the thing. I don't trust you, Beatrix. Missing 3 times in a row. On some pretty good boards, too. On top of its, like, 40% automatic extra turn, it also has the board extra turn chance. He says, what is it? Yeah, 40% per cast, but it can also land on its gem creation. We're up against basically the same team, except this time it runs Savage Hunter as its option. So as soon as we get that entangled and book disabled... Oh, wait! There's a switch up here, though. He's running Thief, so we gotta get some extra turns in order to disable that. Otherwise, we can't target it directly, in which case our disable will have to go to Savage Hunter instead. Either or should work out, though. Oh yeah, Dripping Caverns Pure Faction is very annoying. It's definitely in a handful of more annoying ones. Alright, he's a really bad convert to such a degree I have to Leprechaun turn 1. I can't deny every option on yellow there. And unfortunately the Cascade gives him value. Luckily he does not kill, though. He's very close. I kind of have to take a brown here just to make sure we have enough mana. We don't have Weave. Oh, I have Essence. Oh, but I can't use Essence. Well, I can. We both can and cannot use Essence of Evil right now. Oh wait, now we can. Okay, now Hero is actually disabled. Okay, now we truly can. So we just go for Essence of Evil on that. He's already entangled and everything. We throw that down. We get our cleanse. We throw it again. Oh, I actually have Weaver range here. Oh no, I don't. Yes, I do, because of Fairy Fire. I'm not sure if I want it though. I think we just take that, and then throw down that again. Luckily we do land extra turn. And now we throw Weaver. Oh, Weaver doesn't kill the last slot there. But we're likely getting enough mana back that we just win next turn anyways. Just to make sure, I'm actually going to take that first. You know what, we can just wipe now. Beatrix, go! You came this far, keep going. Yeah, it's just going to be Beatrix wipe then. There we go. Get the inverse luck of the previous fight. The Beatrix just clicks one button to win everything. Alright, same team, except this time Megavore. That's a little bit weird. Megavore was last Guild Wars. They might have not adjusted for last Guild Wars. Because Megavore had 20% stats last Guild War, so they probably changed it for that and then forgot to change it for this week. Though Megavore's still a good option. But it seems like they might not have switched out from last Guild War's defend teams. Back when he had 20%, now he has 0% of course this week. Alright, so pretty much same premise of team. It's just a Megavore there now instead of the normal. Luckily Leprechaun should be able to take out the hit, at least initially, so shouldn't be that big a deal. He's running Elementalist himself, so we can simply just disable the Elementalist and then we win. As is pretty much all these fights, except the one against that one stealthy one, but luckily we landed stun on it, so it didn't really matter, so we can still target it. So this looks like a board we do not Leprechaun on. So he's going to go yellow to green, which does almost nothing, and purple to green, which does a lot. But nothing we can stop, but also no extra turn. So I think I just move this yellow over to the left. And just see what he does. Because him getting one of these converts is actually going to help us initially. But then very, very hurt us. Unless I'm missing something here. But yeah, we ideally want him to start with yellow to green. Yellow to green would be a lot more beneficial for us. Good. That's exactly what he does. We're actually in a really safe position. Well, maybe not safe yet, but... oh, that definitely helps. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. Never mind. I thought we were running a Thief Hero class this time. Okay, so we just kind of go for Leprechaun, right? Because we have to deny that. And we can't do it without Leprechaun there. Oh, he's going to get a lot of mana. Which is going to start him on Book. Which is going to start him killing our hero. It's going to start every other chain reaction. We have extra turn Skull, and we are not frozen on it, oddly enough. We are frozen on quite a few things, including Beatrix, which we need to cleanse our team. However, one of those things is not Skull, so I could actually take this green for free and get a Skull extra turn, even though it does almost no damage. Casting Beatrix here, not ideal. I think we just go for the disable... Oh wait, are we frozen on Brown? Because we were running a barrier on Brown hero class. Yeah, we are not frozen on Brown, so I can take this Brown safely. Which unfortunately disable goes on something that has Impervious, so this doesn't really do too much. We are frozen on green multiple times over, so I think we just go for the Essence onto Hero, just to make sure Hero doesn't do anything. Well, Megavore is like a slight threat. We don't care about it too much, comparatively. We are frozen on purple, which is kind of unfortunate. We do have to let him have that. Which means he's going to disable us on green again. Oh no, but he's not, because he's actually still disabled. That's good. Unfortunately, Beatrix does not get the cleanse, which is not ideal. A couple different ways we could do this. I think we're just going to go for Beatrix, though, because there should be enough damage. Almost. Very close. Oh, he's going to get a Megavore on us, but it's not enough to do anything. He does get Submerge, which is surprisingly one of the few times Submerge does anything. He actually gets Submerge value. To such a degree, I actually have to use Essence of Evil just to get rid of Submerge. I don't think I've had to do that in a very, very long time, gosh. But yeah, we actually have to use Essence of Evil to disable his Submerge there. It's been a very long time since we actually been Submerge block. Oh, there we go. And now we just go for one more Beatrix and we win. Unfortunately, it is still disabled. There's also not enough blue on the board. Actually, that's not true. If we explode every single blue, it will. Well, both of them have blue in their thing. So there's a chance. Alternatively, I could just take a green and we'd be good to go. I think that's better. Just take a green, throw a Beatrix. Of course, now you cleanse. A little late. We already won the fight. There we go. Alright, next battle. What do we have? Is it second to last or last? We are on the last battle. Let's see what we have here. So, again, with the Megavore, did they forget to change their team or are they just running Megavore, I guess? I'm not sure which. But, well, round 2. Let's see how this goes. So, hello, TJTimebomb. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so right off the bat, are we disabled on anything? No, perfect. And if it did, then it didn't really matter. It might have hit on something that had immune. So right off the bat, we'll hit Skull. That also given us cleanse if we did have freeze or anything on anyone. Take our little bit of mana, get all disables. Hitting everything that's relevant is actually kind of nice there. Do we Leprechaun? He is frozen. No, he is actually not frozen on green, is he? Because of hero having immune. So let's just convert yellow to green. We don't care. Purple to green. Oh, he does not have alignment, surprisingly. So I can just take a green here, unless I'm missing something. We can Leprechaun the following turn. He does get a little bit of value on the yellow, but we can't really stop that. This also gives us Essence of Evil. We could just throw on hero and be good to go. Alright, so I'm tempted to click Leprechaun. However, if we just Essence of Evil as hero, he doesn't get any value from all those greens. He could potentially get insta-kill chance, but he can't get any value beyond that. The 8% insta-kill. So I think we just disable Elementals and just win. So we do that. He doesn't even go for the convert. Though, unfortunately, we also don't get enough mana. So we have to go for Leprechaun. No! Okay, he landed his first 8%. That's scary if he lands another. We need to get a kill before he lands another. Do we land Beatrix now? I'm tempted to. No, I'm going for the refresh on disable. 2 ways we could run this. I think the safest way... There's 2 safe ways to do this. I think the safest is to go Beatrix now. Because we need you to be dead. We can actually guarantee that right now by using Weaver. We can risk Beatrix here. I don't think this is a board I want to risk Beatrix on, though. So we go for that. He might get another insta-kill, but it's not even going to matter at this point. We just go for another Beatrix. We get a summon there. Another Beatrix dead. There we go. And we even got a resummon to save us some points there. Because you do save... well, you do lose points for getting killed. You do also get some points back for resummoning them. And unfortunately, not a super high score, but 9,349. Alright, there we go. Let's see if we can go flawless again this week. Though we're already behind because some people got their 9,500s, the high 9,500s. But actually some almost going for that 9,600, which is generally what you're aiming for. Get like a super high score. I think over 9,500 is pretty nice, but we scored a little under this time. Around the Papados range. Anyways, there we go. That's Green Go War for today. Well, we still got a billion other events. Okay, which one do we go to poke next? I guess we'll do... Oh, yeah, we still have a pet right now. I don't need that, though, do I? Let's go to dungeons. Dungeons, adventure boards. See if we get anything juicy here, like a trap immediately. Wonderful. Gosh, we hit every trap. What does this even do? Just regen? 20%, oh, bonus life. Why do I feel like I never see that one too often? It's probably only on green day, which is probably why. Anyways, where is my Zolgoth build? There it is. Roll this one. Yeah, Guild Wars are pretty fun today. Nothing too sketchy. We almost got trolled by the insta-kill there on that final battle, though. That was a little unfortunate. But luckily he didn't double it up. I think the funniest thing was the fact we hit Toad 2 times in a row. I really wish there was a way to disable traits and effects on various troops. They mentioned in the past that they are likely never adding this as a feature, which is very unfortunate because, gosh, does the game need it? Because there's so many traits that are actively bad, as well as effects that are actively bad for a troop. That under certain circumstances are bad, but not always. Or, you know, not always. Well, some of them are just literally always bad. But some of them are just, like, situationally bad that you'd kind of want to have, like, on or off, depending on the situation. But there's currently no way to do so, and very likely never to be a way to do so. I didn't even realize he was the special boss troop, wasn't he? I didn't even realize that because it's a rare. Is he the only rare that's a boss? That's kind of funny. I almost forgot he even was one. Okay, we'll take a blue. Grab our explosion. We'll go hand out a redeem code after we go clear out dungeon 2. And let's clean up all the other things. But the most time-consuming thing definitely going to be the faction. Because we still need to go clear out the entirety of that thing. Well, luckily we have access to guard quick kill, so it shouldn't be that bad. Oh, in all fairness, almost every range is a pretty good low kill range. I believe the only color combination that's a little clunky is, not even that one does. I was gonna say brown-red. I can't remember which one was the worst. There's like one color combination where it feels like there's almost nothing for the lower range. Like, it has a good higher range one, but the lower range is like slow. Because as long as you have access to like blue or green or brown or purple, which is almost every color. So what 2 colors did I not just name? Because those must be the 2 then. It's like yellow something, I think. It's like a very clunky color combination because it doesn't really have a good quick kill option. But you could still go down the finesse route, which I guess is okay. It's not like a full AoE option. There we go. Oh, so we do have enough to finally craft another egg. I've actually been holding off in hopes that we're finally getting a better method to use those materials. And I've just been waiting on that at this point. We were going to wait all the way, and then we were like, huh, what if we get lucky? And then we proceeded to very much not get lucky with how many eggs we had to go through. What am I looking for? I guess this magnesia. Real quick to clear these out. Right, let's get our explosion. If anyone still has any other questions, anything you want me to go over to, let me know. So, hello, Barbara. Welcome, welcome. We'll go hand out a code as soon as we claim this key. As we claim this key, we'll hand out a key. And then I believe the only other 2 objectives would be, what? The crowns, and then the good old faction event we have going on. Because I'll save the ward event for tomorrow. I was pretty sure the guild will almost be done by then. This might be a slightly slower week for scoring. It's not like a super slow week, but I think it's like slightly slower than average. Alright, there we go. And for whatever reason, we have a PvP battle. Hey, we won one. Hey, wait. Is that one win from Guild Wars? Wait. No, boo. Sometimes it would be. But no, we won one, we lost one. Wait, what defend team just won? What even is my defend team right here? Oh, it's my... Ha, that's funny. My defend brown team just beat someone when they were able to use anything to respond to it. That's kind of funny. Anyways. So what we're doing code. I can never scroll over to it. 1 second. Gosh, it is buried. Okay, here you guys go. Here's the redeem code. Use on gemsawar.com underneath the game code section. Your invite code you found in your settings menu, whatever game says in the bottom left corner. Redeem code is right over there in chat if I would ever copy paste it already. But their computer's being a little slow. Click the button for it. There it goes. And give same word as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. Anyways, I guess we'll go get the crowns real quick. And then really the only other thing we have to do is the faction event. Let's just do the crowns first so we don't forget about them. Realistically, we could just skip on them. But I don't know, might as well for the few extra loots. They don't take that long. There's a handful of minutes. Where is my Dust Devil team? And it gives us an excuse to do some EXP farming. The only problem is we might not be winning Guild War for tomorrow, so we won't have an EXP bonus for tomorrow. But many other days this week we'll likely have a EXP bonus that we can end up utilizing. Though it does seem like we will lose today's Guild War day, unfortunately. Not because we specifically lost, but, you know, as a guild, we would have scored slightly less than them. Because even with our 9,300 and everyone else in our guild doing the same, we're still like a couple thousand behind them. The only way we'll actually win is if they don't have everyone in their guild do their battles, which is like our only chance. Otherwise, they'll beat us by a couple thousand. But if we even have one more person do their battles compared to their guild, we'll actually win for today, even though we lost. Which will be kind of funny. That's one weird thing about Guild War 2. Is it only tracks, like for the entire week, it tracks every single score across all 6 and it matters. However, by the day by day, it only tracks the number at the time of reset. So you could win a Guild War day while still losing a Guild War day. Simply by the fact that you were winning when the reset happened, but losing by the end of the Guild War. He only cares what the score is, at least for that number, for like the 100% XP bonus the following day and everything. It only tracks that number based on what happens at reset. It does not care what it is by the end. Only where you move for bracket matters for that. And if you get like the little extra 50 gems or whatever it is for first in your bracket. Which isn't a lot. They did that to try to like fix the whole issue with like bracket 1 being the only bracket that gets anything good. But in doing so, they gave a reward that isn't even good. Like, you know how you really do it? Give, like, 3 major orbs. Or even just a single major orb to the guilds, or, you know, every person in the guild who lands first place in the bracket. That would fix it slightly. More than 50 gems would. Because Guild War is a weird event where you participate in it, get almost no loot, and, like, lose gems by doing so. Because unless you're in bracket 1 and, like, high placing bracket 1, not even just in bracket 1, but, like, the upper, like, 5... Ideally, upper 3 of bracket 1. You're basically getting, like, nothing from Guild War. Other than those troops that you need for completion's sake. Because those are associated to kingdoms, so you actually do need those 6. They're not really that useful in battle these days, because the 5 stats becomes increasingly worse over time. However, they are useful for their existence, at least, for upgrading kingdoms. As is pretty much every useless troop in the game. How are we doing on crowns? We are at 4 out of 10. I'm not sure why I got stuck on the out of it for a second there. It's always out of 10. You just got Amethrax Pure Faction to 500? Nice. Yeah, Amethrax Pure Faction actually used to be a little bit easier. Because when it came out, Truffle was actually stronger than it is now. So in theory, it was easier in the past, but it's also somewhat easier now because you also have potion effects, so it kind of balances out. But Truffle is slightly nerfed, and generally the team for Amethrax is literally just running 4 Truffles. Let's see, are your chats coming through? Yes, I can see you, Mary. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. I know in response to your message about the extra vault next week, I didn't know... Oh yeah, we should be getting a vault event next week, I'm pretty sure. They were waiting until the week, because we already kind of knew this from earlier. One of the reasons why we didn't have a vault event during your Kingdom event was because they're trying not to run vault events during Kingdom events. And because next week is the first Friday after a Kingdom event, they should be running a vault event then. But yeah, that should be the extra one that we got as compensation for what happened in December. And I guess technically also what happened in January. But yeah, we'll be getting that next Friday. Not this week's Friday, next week's Friday. And then very soon after, we should have another vault event. Like, we're almost having back-to-back vault events. I think we have one next week's Friday, and then, like, 2 weeks after, we get another vault event. Which is not the 2 closest vault events we've ever had, though it would be the 2nd closest, if that it does become the case. I believe the closest that ever occurred was last year. And there was actually 2 instances where it happened. One was when Palooza came out, and the other was during December. Because they ran one for the holidays, but also had one that was pretty close to that time. Oh, sorry, by last year I mean 2021, not 2022. It's always one weird thing about the beginning of a year. Because generally when I refer to, like, last year, near the beginning of the year, I'm actually referring to, like, technically 2 years ago. Because, you know, you're referring to, like, a year and, like, some amount of months. But because you just started a new year, it sounds like you're talking about, like, possibly just, like, months ago. Like, I feel like that disparity, like, March forward, doesn't occur. But I feel like in January and February, referring to last year almost always refers to, like, the year before last year. Because you're referring to more so a period of time 1 year ago than last year, which could have been as low as, like, a month or 2 ago. My defend team went 0-14. It tends to happen, though. It's a lot easier to win than lose in Guild War. So it's hard to really judge what your win rate actually is in the upper kingdoms or upper brackets. Yeah, generally, even just seeing the defend team win gives me joy. Like, if it can get over a 20% win rate, that thing is, like, demolishing everyone. If it's, like, a 20% win rate. That's basically how defend win rates work in Guild War, at least way later in the game. Earlier on in the game, you might notice your win rate's really high. If you're, like, super progressed compared to the guild that you're in. Because the people fighting you might be way weaker than what you have access to, stat-wise and just troop-wise. But later in the game, when everyone has everything, the win rate is absurdly high. Not for the defend teams, but for the, you know, people fighting the defend teams. Like, I would say the average win rate in the upper 2 brackets is probably 80 to 98%, somewhere's in there. Somewhere's around that range. Finally able to sit and relax. Nice, Tyrion. Any highlights from today's stream? Oh, yes. There was something really funny during Guild War. We landed double toad at 10%. Both the times we didn't want it. It kept prolonging the battle, like, for 10 to 20 longer turns or something. Because we kept toading the first slot off of 10% every single time we cast the Essence of Evil. Also, it's kind of funny. YouTube notified me today. I'm not sure if they've had this feature for a while, but it notified me when I was starting to stream, or right before I started to stream, that apparently they have some kind of feature now where you can have moderators, where you have, like, a moderator that can moderate other moderators. A moderator hierarchy. I'm not sure how I changed it because I didn't bother clicking on the thing. What if I could just do it just by clicking someone who's already a moderator? Let's see. Oh yeah, they added a go to channel option now too. That's weird. They removed it for a while and then you weren't able to. Yeah, it says remove as standard moderator, which means they gave it particular text. How do I make someone a better moderator though? Add as managing moderator. Aha! Wait, why can't I make an already existing moderator into that? That's weird. They added this feature, but I don't see a way. Remove as standard. Hide on this channel. That's weird. I don't see a way to make someone who isn't a moderator into the new type of moderator. I would have to, like, unmod someone and then remod them. And I'll need to figure that out later on the back end. You could use some moderating. Yes, we need to make Isabel the super moderator. Maybe one other person too. I'm not sure if they get a different icon. What's weird is I don't see a way to change between the two. Like, I'm clicking on someone who doesn't have any. And the only thing I see is add as managing moderator. There isn't a button to make them a normal moderator. Remove as standard moderator. That's so weird. Because from what I can tell, I can't make anyone a standard moderator right now. I'm like, dude, unless I did, it's an oversight on their part. They literally removed the standard moderator button and replaced it with like the super moderator button. But I can't make anyone into a normal moderator now. I'm pretty sure they'll fix that. But that's a pretty huge oversight if they released it like that. Anyways, there we go. OBS disconnected. OBS successfully reconnected. Interesting. It still says 0 dropped frames. Apparently we disconnected for a moment there. Anyways, I wonder if we could turn off that alert as well. But anyways, so it doesn't make a noise. Let's go do the only thing left we have to do. Well, that and World Event, but we're not doing World Event today. Let's go do the Faction Event. So, of course, we covered a bunch of teams yesterday, going over all the things for the week. And, of course, grabbing good old Guard's avatar for our build here. Basically just for Wayne for Brown. That's the game plan for all of these. And if you want even more factions this week, we have a whole faction event going on this Friday. So a lot of faction stuff going on this week. But yeah, I guess we'll go try doing it on Isabel real quick. I think I have to unmoderator her, though. So I have to, like, boot her as a standard moderator. Let's see. I want to see if she gets a special icon. So I'm removing Isabel as a moderator. Okay, Isabel's no longer a moderator. Add as managing moderator. Okay, you have now been managing moderated. Alright, Isabel, type something again. Let's see if it updated it. Hey, you're fired and also rehired. Because I don't see a way to do it otherwise. I say something in chat again and I can see. There we go. Yeah, the icon's still the same. It doesn't show any different icon there. Still the same icon. You've been fired and promoted. I think they're allowed to adjust our bans, as well as banned words, and probably moderate the other moderators and probably a few other functions. I didn't read everything. I have no clue what I just gave her access to. For all I know, she could just end my stream right now with a button. But, I should probably read that later. It's interesting that they didn't give her a different icon. Because she has the same icon as every other moderator. But it's a different status of moderator now. I still don't see any way to give anyone a standard moderation. I only see the new, better method, or bigger method. I don't see the old method anymore. Unless they just completely forgot to add it. Which would be really funny oversight on their part. So this is a very unfortunate battle. We're just going to have to pass a turn and just wait. Is that a challenge? Tyrion, don't get yourself banned. Isabel will do it. Anyways, we'll just clear out the Valraven. Did I wish you well in your future endeavors? Wait, what was that for? Are you joking about with Isabel? Since we fired and rehired her. Before firing Isabel. So I have him here literally just for the Empower guy. I have him here just hoping we get a good lucky starting board. Unfortunately, we don't have access to the really good mana accumulators like Leprechaun and such. But he'll occasionally get a board that does a lot of value for us. Otherwise, we just take a gem off the board. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Go through the whole interview process again. Gosh, I've not taken an interview in such a long time. I would have been 17 the last time I think I've taken an interview. Because I've been self-employed since 19. There's no interview for college. At least for the college I went to. So yeah, I think I was 17 the last time I've taken an interview. Which means I've actually never had an interview in my entire adult life, if that's the case. Which is kind of funny. Because I feel like I prepped for interviews so much in high school. Especially with like several of them and like everything that's like preparing you for them. In my adult life, I've literally had 0 interviews ever for anything. Despite the fact I've probably done like 20-something interviews prior for various things. Prior to being an adult. Actually, one of them were for band camp a couple times. You had to go through an interview process every single time. I used to get the free scholarship thingy for it every single year. Which of course I went for, because if I didn't get it, I wouldn't bother going. Because it's probably way too pricey. I actually have no clue how much it normally costs. I want to say several hundred, or maybe even like 1,000 plus or something. I have no clue. But whatever it is, I never paid a cent. Let's see. Because if it did cost anything, I probably wouldn't go. Adulting is hard. I feel like there were a lot of things that were like prepped during school that I've never actually done a single time in my entire adult life just because it's never been needed. I've never actually needed a resume for anything either, surprisingly. Which is something I was expecting to need a lot more, based on how it's talked about. Yet I've never once, even for like normal jobs, needed a resume. Like putting a stamp on a letter and mailing it. I do still have to do that sometimes. But that's only because I have family that will like go crazy if I don't send them holiday cards. But aside from that, I never actually really mail anything ever. Actually, that's something else I think I've never needed to do. Have I? I don't think I've ever actually had to write out a check for anything now that I think about it. Because anything I ever have to pay for, it's all through autopay. You just take it out automatically. Like, I couldn't imagine having to write out a check and mailing it out every single month to pay for something. Especially if that check somehow gets, like, lost in transit somehow. And it's like, you didn't pay us. And it's like, wait, I know for sure I sent that out. Have it go automatically. It's hello, Bill. Welcome, welcome. Oh, that's not enough mana. On yellow day, you just run Chalcedony. True. Yeah, Chalcedony infinite loop's really funny. That's not a true infinite, but it goes pretty infinite. Same as the elf one. Just have to make sure they don't have freeze. Or do it on... Actually, or do it on a day when you have a good cleanse option. Hey, yours is infinite. It's one of those infinites under the... It's as infinite as it needs to be category. Like, Chalcedony can infinite for around 5 to 50 casts, roughly. But it does eventually miss. But there are infinites in this game that never miss, once they get started. But there's a lot of infinites that are, like, infinite long enough. Where they'll go until they basically win. Which is as long as you need them to infinite for. But there are some that would literally never stop. Like, they could have infinite stats and they would still keep going forever. Oh, why did I take that one? There's a brown right there. Because I needed brown. Then proceeded to not take brown. I catch you later, Clip Bomb. Thanks for stopping by. So how far are we on the faction? We're about halfway there. Yeah, normally you have to deal with Rope Dart right away. The only really annoying thing about Rope Dart teams is they normally run with Stealthy, so you have to kill everything else around them first, unless you get a stun on them. But you can stun them with Chalcedony team. Oh, wait, but you do actually have to give it up for the other thing. Well, you can stun it with a different option, though. Because I was like, oh, Elementalist, but yeah, you have to run Hellcrag. Or not Hellcrag, what's his name? Gosh, why do I always forget the name of the Construct Hero class? It's from Hellcrag. Its actual name is called, Gosh, I can never remember it. Why do I always forget the thing's name? Not the first time I've forgotten either. But the one from Hellcrag. Yeah, Geomancer. For whatever reason, I can never remember that word. Like, I'm aware of Geo and stuff like that. But Geomancer? Sounds like another fancy way to say, like, Rockbender. Yeah, I wish I would have given Isabel a different icon next to her name when we made her super mod. Because how am I going to know who are my super moderators then? Like, the only way I can check is if I go on the back end or click, like, directly on them. Is this going to get confusing after a while? Especially if I can't make standard moderators anymore. But I'm pretty sure this is an oversight on their part. Because it seems more like a bug than a feature. Which is something I don't really understand, how Google, as a company, can be like so massive, yet still make so many huge mistakes. I know they probably just rolled out that feature today, so it's relatively new. But, you know, did it have like no amount of testing time? That they didn't even realize they removed the old option? Unless there only is the new option now, in which case, why does it still denote the other ones as standard mods? I don't know, I'll check it on the back end. It would also probably help if I read the several paragraphs that is them describing the new feature. It was just so long and I wasn't going to read that before the stream. It is probably like almost half an hour read. I'm pretty sure somewhere's in that half an hour page it says what on earth is happening with it. I hope they give you a pink wrench. She's the mod to roll all mods. Pretty much. I didn't read the full feature list, but that is one of them. I did see one other feature was being able to, I think, moderate who's banned, as well as moderate banned words. Which currently we have no banned words, well, other than anything YouTube naturally bans. Oh, that's not enough damage. It's so unfortunate. Yeah, I'll go for that. What's he gonna do about it? Actually, I have to essence him first, don't I? Annoying Submerge getting in the way. Would that be funny if he got toaded again? We've been really unlucky with that today. The Essence of Evil Toad. Good, full mana right off the bat. Exactly what I want to see. Perfect, perfect. And we only have 2 more floors to go clear out then. For all of our loot. Do I think the Friday Mythic is worth getting? No. It's pretty bad. It's basically worse Ferris Raw, if that's imaginable. It is basically just weaker Ferris Raw. Somehow. Like, it has more soul gain than Ferris Raw, but it doesn't have the super good trait that made Ferris Raw good. Like, comparatively, 150% soul bonus is substantially better than 4 souls per turn. It could be 40 souls per turn, which would instantly make you max out. And 150% soul bonus would still be stronger. Like, they could literally add a 0 to the end of its unique trait. And it would still be weaker than what Ferris Raw has. The only thing slightly good about it is that it does have okay skull pressure. Like, it's basically a weird mix between a weaker Ferris Raw and a Wild Queen or Wild King without the main benefit that makes them good. From a skull perspective, it is going to be slightly more consistent than both Wild King and Wild Queen. But it doesn't have any kind of skull follow-up to go with it, which is just really weird compared to other options that already exist. The other big issue it has is the 24 mana cost, so even though it's getting a 2 higher gem spawn, it does have a 2 higher mana cost to go with that 2 higher gem spawn. Meaning it's effectively mana neutral in that regard. Which even if it has a slightly higher chance of extra turning because of that, it still has the issue of needing more mana to get rolling. Compared to what Wild Queen and Wild King do. It also doesn't have any kind of like super buff like Wild Queen and Wild King, where they give you a bunch of an offensive attack bonus. Because all he does is just give you a bunch of souls, basically. Which is pretty much bad. Because it's not really what you need in a team like that. There's not like there's some kind of like skull team that needs high souls to function. Maybe that will exist into the future, in which case it'll be really good. but it doesn't currently exist now, which will make him really bad in the current state of the game. Like, his ability on paper isn't horrific. It's just his final trait relative to what his ability does just doesn't have that particularly good of a synergy. It itself also, I believe, has no soul boost ratio, which is kind of weird. Like, it's kind of made to be made into a soul boost ratio team, but it itself does not have anything that soul boost ratios. He just gives you a lot of souls. It's actually an issue that Dragon Soul kind of has in the current state of the game, where none of its boost ratio is based on souls, even though it's very soul-based. There's a whole new menu in the mod mode now. Nice. Yeah, I have no clue what I even gave you access to, so. It could be anything. Yeah, the weird thing about the Mythic coming out this Friday is it's theoretically not bad. It's just in the category of other troops already do it better. It reminds me a lot of Aquaticus. Aquaticus, when it came out, you know, there were already other Infernus-like troops that were better than it. And Aquaticus isn't bad, it's just you basically never use it compared to Infernus, Mistralis, other things that are similar to it. And this new Mythic coming out this Friday is kind of like that, where it is in theory not bad, there's just already stuff that exists that does it better. Which leaves little need to actually use the new option. So I'm not sure why. Today feels like Monday to me. Even though it's already almost Wednesday. Even though it's Wednesday in a couple hours, it feels like Monday. Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, tomorrow is Wednesday. That means I have to not eat anything. I actually have blood work on Thursday. I think I have to stop eating around like noon tomorrow or something. Or sometime, I forget. Isn't it like 24 hours you're supposed to not eat before taking blood work? I could easily go a couple days. I get in moods sometimes where I just like barely eat anything. Yes, converting... Yes, gems have a weird property in Gems of War. The power gems. Where, unlike some of their other games, you do not convert into the color of what you change them to. So yes, if you can convert all blue to red or something similar, they will no longer be spirit gems. This applies to even gems that would normally turn color. So for example, let's say like potion gems. Potion gems come in every color. So if you convert a blue potion gem, you would expect if you convert it to red, that, you know, it'd become red, a red potion gem. But that's not how it works. All power gems actually just get converted to the color. So if you have like a blue potion gem or a blue spirit gem, they just simply become a red gem, or, you know, whatever you're converting them into. Even if that gem type has the coloration, it still just gets converted to the color, rather than to the power gem variant of the color. So yes, technically removing blue at start of battle, which are some troops that can do that, does get rid of all the spirit gems. One of the first things that comes to mind is that thing from Divinian Fields. That gives you a bunch of attack and removes all blue at start of battle. There's probably also, you know, all the empowers that do so and stuff like that. Alright, and by power, I mean the empower converters. Oh, I need a sigil. Oh no, I gotta spend the 30 gems. Shop. Not too big a deal. Especially if we get a lucky treasure here. Boo, golden ring. What are we supposed to do with our 10,000th golden ring? And it's not even an exaggeration either. We're gonna take our tribute right here. We are sitting on... actually, might as well just type it in ring. We are sitting on... Okay, maybe not that many, but we have 3,612 golden rings. How many bags? Oh, it's not under bag. Fine, I'll check the underworld then. Why did I just check that to begin with? How many bags do we have? We have... Oh! We actually have more rings. Wait, why do I have so few bags? What happened to my bags? I think I did something with them at some point. I don't remember. Where'd all of our bags go? How do we have more rings than bags? When did that happen? I know something did happen that caused this. I just don't remember what. Because I don't think I would have disenchanted them. I do not remember. But, yeah, we have more rings than bags. Through some circumstance. Anyways, let's go finish out this event. And I'll probably end it there. So if anyone has any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, we'll probably wrap it up here at this battle. And tomorrow night, we'll probably focus on the World event, as the pet we get tomorrow is just a repeat one that's existed for a while, so nothing too special there. So our main focus will be on World event and Guild Wars, obviously. I was like, nothing after midnight. No midnight snacking then. I feel like I do end up doing that sometimes. Though I normally make sure to stay up a couple extra hours just so it all digests, rather than just go immediately to sleep like that. I just randomly get super hungry sometimes at night. At like the weirdest of times too. And what's weird is like no one thing will satisfy it. Like I'll grab something, be like, ah, this small thing will help. And then it's like, no, it just makes me hungrier. Then I grab another like bigger meal and then it's like, ah, I'm still hungry. And then I'll make something else and then it's like, ah, I'm still a little hungry. And what went from like maybe just grabbing like a quick couple bites of something turns into I made almost like a 3-course meal. Not literally, but about that much food. Alright, there we go. Anything special? Nope, not at all. I don't need to bring the orbs back up. Well, I will, because we'll probably be hunting them tomorrow. The good old orbs. Because we are going to open some amount of all keys tomorrow. Not tonight, though. At least 27 of them. Got to get to a nice even number. Can't leave it at such a weird number. Anyways, guys, that'll wrap it up for now. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. You guys know the drill. We'll mostly be doing Guild War Day, which is the color of something. At least on PC Mobile, it's the color of yellow. Hey, our guild's actually catching up right now. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about before. Remember when I said at the beginning of stream we're like 3,000 to 4,000 below them? This is what I was talking about. Notice how we're both at 135 and we're like 3,000 to 4,000 below? That's what I was referring to. Though, if we have at least one more person in our guild do battles compared to their guild, we will actually win, despite losing. Which will be really funny. So hopefully that will happen. Anyways, guys, have a wonderful, wonderful week. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. No midday streams this week. First one that we do this week will probably be on Saturday. And it'll probably be for Pokemon for Master Rank. And we'll go from there. It's either going to be on Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure yet. But that'll be our only probably midday stream this week. But I'll catch you guys later. And of course, we'll do Gems of War same time as we always do. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now, as we do every night. As you guys know. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by.